Hello, hello. You are live and tuned into Happy Hour with Angel and Audrey. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are following us live on Facebook, thank you. And if you have tuned in via TuneIn Radio, thank you. It feels so good to be back in the studio tonight, and we have something quite different this evening. So please do stay locked. It's actually a brand new studio, brand new guests, brand new segments, or brand new happy hour. And for you first time listeners joining us for the first time ever, we are a topical show. We are a topical show covering all types of news and articles, injecting the word of God and creating a platform for conscious thinking. And we do ask the big questions. Aside from us being a topical show, we actually also provide the platform for interviews as well. And we have hot topics, discussions on love, crime, politics, social issues, money, marriage, divorce, gang crime, knife crime, everything you can think of. We discuss it right here. And guys, we're not afraid to go deep. So this is definitely a show that unmasks everything. And as I said earlier, we've got something amazing for you this evening, and I just can't wait to introduce them. But unfortunately, my co-host is still on her way, so we have decided to start the show. So if you don't hear Audrey's voice, this is the reason why. But you will see her very, very shortly. At this time, we usually would do our little chit-chat section where we ask ourselves how our week was. But it will be a bit weird because I'll be talking to myself. So, I don't know if I should ask myself how my week was or I should just tell you. But I'm going to let you know anyway. As most of you already know, I finished my maternity leave, boohoo, and I've gone back to work. So I've got a new job, guys. Thank you. I can hear you in the background there. Thank you very much. And I actually went for my training in Greece. So I came back a day last week. And it was really, really, really good. I actually took my daughter with me because I just couldn't let her stay home. So, yeah. But that went really well. And I'm back to work. And, really, really excited about it. I just want to encourage every new mum and every mum that's going back to work. It is really, really scary, but it is something that we need to face. So, just want to encourage you guys that don't be too scared. It's something that we need to jump over, and we're doing it for our children at the end of the day. So that's my week, I guess, how it went. Guys, we do want you to follow on tonight's show. Please get involved and share your thoughts. You can follow us on Twitter. It's at COP UK Radio. Don't forget to hashtag HHTZ, which is Happy Hour Tuesdays. Or you can send a WhatsApp with your name and where you're from to 07497222246. Or if you are watching us live on Facebook, please leave a comment. And we are back. It's been 2 weeks. Obviously, our show's every fortnight, so it feels really, really good to be back in the studio. Guys, I'm trying to multitask here, so please do bear with me. I've got so many things in my hands, so please bear with me. As I said, please do take note of our hashtag is hashtag AskMRW. And with this, if you have any questions for tonight's guests, please use this hashtag and we will read out all your comments later on in the show. Also, guys, we have a brand new hashtag as well. It's Testimony Tuesdays. And basically, it's a time where we leave a life-changing testimonies or people who have gone through something extraordinary and they really want a platform to share it to the world. This is the platform for it. So we've had some amazing guys already come on the show and really share their testimony, and the doors are still wide open. So if you have something that you want to share, maybe God has done something for you and you want the world to know, or you've come out of something really deep and you want someone to know about it, please hit me up. You can email me info@happyhourtuesdays.com and let me know that you want to come on Testimony Tuesdays. During our last show, we had the lovely Corinne of Forever Elohim, and she was speaking to us about her upcoming project, which will be on the 28th of October at KLM Church. You can still grab your tickets on Eventbrite, or you can follow her at Forever_Elohim please do get in touch. Her production coming on is massive. It's something that I've never seen, and you have got to be there. You can actually catch up on our last interview on Facebook. So it's www.facebook.com/Happy Hour Tuesdays. Guys, we are going to be speaking to our special guests in a short while. And I'm just going to play you something before we speak to them. So I wanted to go to Africa. Let me see if I can find the song. Please bear with me. If not, we're going to keep it local. Yes, here we go. We'll be right back after this.
Fresh new swag, ribbit, my God.
Life is not by your power. Amobas were robbing you, managed to escape. You think that is your victory? You need her on one knee, buy flower and propose, and she said she will marry you. You think that is your victory? You cannot get belly, then finally you get belly. You are celebrating and spreading and spraying. You think it's your victory? Do you know where that glory ought to go? You think if it was easy, meat will not be floating? You will not need to dig deep when you take a and put inside soup. You won't need to go under before you get meat. We take a musical break. The title of this song is God Win, because everything you have been through, now God win. I will be back.
A lot, God the win. And I don't pay my rent, God the win. There be one for my hand, but God the win. There be one keep my joy, but God the win. I say anything them do not God the win. No, not God the win. No, not God the win, no. Anything them do not God the win. No, not God the win. No, not God the win, no. I don't change my name to God the win. And no more, I don't buy more to God the win. They say my market no go sell, but God the win. And then me say I no go blue, but God the win. Them my brother, let them try their luck. My God go win, no my God go win, no my Lord go win, no. Anything I do not God the win, no not God the win, no not God the win, no. As you don't pass exam, now God the win. And then me say you no go pass, but God the win. You wake up, see today last song, now God the win. Robbers they rob, they no see you, brother. They no see you, my sister. Oh yeah, better fast. God the win, no now God the win, no now God the win, no. Anything I do now God the win, no now God the win, no now God the win, no. As now your wedding day, now God the win. And you don't pay where you dey fine, but God the win. See we go pop champagne today, God the win. And we go there dance, cause God the win.
Good evening, lovely people. This is Angel, and you are tuning to Happy Hour with Angel and Audrey. Currently playing is Corride Bello with God the Win on COP UK Radio. Guys, please do stay locked. Shortly after this, we're about to speak to our amazing guests, and this is something you cannot miss. So, yeah, remember, God wins always. Right, that finished rather quickly. I was enjoying that. As said before, that was Corrie de Bello with God They Win here on COP UK Radio. Oh, I need a drum roll, but we don't have it. But I'm going to do it myself in a minute. as promised, we speak to our returning special guests. But just before that, we want you to get acquainted with our brand new hashtag. So as I said earlier, it's hashtag Testimony Tuesdays. And it's a platform for if you'd like to share a testimony or let the world know exactly what you've been through and how God has seen you through. Please come to the studio and let us know. So, it's hashtag Testimony Tuesdays. Guys, we are on Facebook. We are on Instagram as well. It's at Happy Hour Tuesdays. You can tweet your thoughts at COPUK Radio. And if you have any questions for our special guests, it's hashtag Ask MRW. I hope probably giving it away already, but if I haven't, I'm about to introduce them just for you. So without much ado, I need to do a drum roll, guys. Please bear with me. Right, ready? Woo! Okay, it's a bit dry. Yeah, can you help me, please? Woo! We have our returning special guest, My Runway. Woo, woo, woo!
Come on.
Wow. Guys, I think you're on Facebook Live now. Are they on Facebook Live, Manasseh? Awesome. Yes. Your mics are now on.
Hello guys, welcome back.
1 2 1 2. How you doing, people?
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. Thank you for your patience.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Wow.
thanks for having us.
I mean, it's a pleasure. I love the studio.
Thank
It's
you.
quite colourful.
Very.
It is.
I think he wants to stay here.
Wow. So, firstly, as I said, it's great to have you in the studio tonight. And I'm sure our listeners are excited as I am. So we're going to get stuck in right now. So for those of our listeners who are unaware, there was a massive production in the O2 Arena, literally Sunday just passed on the 10th of September. And guess what? My Runway Group were behind it. And it was a massive success. So we've invited them back to the studio to let us know how it went. So for those of us who still do not know who My Runway are, can you please introduce yourself, what role you play, and your involvement in the group?
Cool. My name's Francis. I am the campaign manager, and yeah.
My name is Dorcas Ortiz, and I am one of the project managers for My Runway.
Okay.
I'm Ali Rasul. I was here before, but my role is directing like all the visuals and that. So I'm the head of videography.
all.
Yes, he's the man behind the lens.
Behind the
Oh,
lens.
come on.
Oh, wow.
MVP of the year. All that.
That's amazing. So we have Ali, we have Francis, and we have the beautiful D, for short. Yes. Okay, perfect. So, we're going to get stuck right into it. So, what were your hopes for the production, and do you feel like they were met?
So this year, our hopes for the production was to get it bigger and better, really. Really push the boat out through the visuals, through the actual sets, making sure that it was captivating. Because
Right.
obviously, being in such a beautiful venue like the O2, we had to live up to expectation. So we really wanted to try new things.
Right.
Beginning with we used a projector this time to really showcase a lot of the visual work that we had that Ali put together for us, really. Just to really give people a all-round feel of what we have to bring that day. So literally that was one of the aims, just to make it a lot more bigger and better, and then like the sound quality as well, because previous years we felt like it could be a lot more punchier. So we really spent a lot of time with the sound technician at the O2, just to make sure that there was clarity, because obviously there was a message that we're trying to get across this year, and about suicide awareness and young people being televised. So we wanted to make sure that everything could be heard, nothing was missed, and I feel like that's something that we really did really achieve that night. That clarity.
Definitely.
Wow.
I think the main thing this year was to try and put the message across about the youth being televised. So
Please lift your mic up. I can't. Yes.
yeah, so we were trying to get that message across throughout the show, from the intro to the interlude to all the sets. We wanted that message to be conveyed throughout the whole show, and I feel like we managed to do that this year.
Awesome.
One thing I would say, we actually wanted to make sure the people that didn't come, unfortunately, wish they did.
Yes.
That's one thing that we spent with the creative directors of the show this year, Nobile
That's it.
and Maxwell. to really give a real punchy set.
That's
A lot of the designers were very, very surprised that the models couldn't move so well in their clothes.
Wow.
Because literally it was very, very, it was a spectacle to say the least. So yeah, so if you didn't make it,
you missed out.
the recap video will be out soon.
Okay.
So we can make you a little bit jealous a bit more.
Wow. Well, I'm very jealous because unfortunately this year I wasn't able to come, but thank God for Snapchat.
Oh.
Hallelujah. I was following on Snapchat and, you know, as I was watching, I felt this overwhelming sort of energy of teamwork. You know, everyone from behind the scenes, because on Snapchat, guys, I had the luxury to see what was going on behind the scenes. Obviously, you didn't, but hey ho. I could see this overwhelming energy of teamwork and, you know, people were really involved and working together to ensure that it was a success. And, you know, based on that, my question then is, what, in your opinion, what is the importance of teamwork? And do you feel like this pulled through during the event?
100%. I think that this year we had a great team. I must say that our team worked so well this year. I think first and foremost, God, we started every single meeting with prayer. We started with prayer and we ended with prayer. Not just saying that because I'm on a gospel radio station.
No, but I saw that. Yeah.
No, literally. And secondly, I think communication is key. So we have different heads of departments and we made sure that whenever we had like a group meeting, we made sure that the message was conveyed to them and they let their people know what to do, and I think that's the most important thing, communication.
And I also feel like what was really successful in terms of teamwork was that people had the ability to really express themselves within the team. So a lot of time it's more of a dictatorship from the top down in a lot of organizations, but in this one it was more of a collaborative effect. So people was able to really stamp their own kind of je ne sais quoi, should I say, on what they feel like will be the best way.
Right.
Oh, so you didn't know I could throw that in
Wow.
there.
Okay.
But yeah, they could really stamp their own little personality on it.
Right.
I mean, even in the little things, for example, Ali and the visuals. So he really put his little spin on things, and and also like the creative director, he does a lot of moving arts and performing arts. So we added that in the interlude. So we really tried to pull in everyone's remit, everything people really like to do, just so that because when two or more people come into a room, the ideas that can be bounced around is, to be honest, is pretty impressive. And that's something that this year the team really thrived on. People was able to really express themselves.
Wow.
I was gonna say, in terms of my section, so the visuals, I think I heavily relied on teamwork, because as a cameraman I can't be everywhere in the same time.
Right.
So I had a little group and a little team that I can say, where are you comfortable in standing? So some would be at the back, some would be at the front, capturing different angles. If I was on stage, I won't be able to see how the whole show looks like from the back. So that's why I'll call him. I'll say, yo, Toby or whoever, I'll tell him, just can you please capture the back? And then putting that together on the edit would give me a variety of things to choose from. And that's why I think that applies to everything in terms of the show. And that's why teamwork is vital in everything we do.
And
Absolutely.
lastly, on that point, I think it's something that's been really threaded through what everyone's been saying. Communication. I mean, I've never been added to so many group chats in my life. Like literally, in the space of 6 weeks, I've been group admin. I've left, come back. It's been very eventful.
Wow.
Chats for every aspect of the show.
We even found a new app, like a walkie-talkie app, just to improve communication. Like,
shout out to Zello. Sorry.
Yeah, quick plug in there.
Sorry.
Literally, the app was amazing. Like, it kept us flowing, communication key, so everyone knew exactly what they had to do at certain times, where they need to be. Especially when you're dealing with so many models. Literally, the quantity of models was a lot. So just that whole little management communication was really vital. So yeah.
Wow. I mean, not to dwell on this question too much, but the main reason why I asked it is because there were so many young people involved in the production. So I wanted just to understand, how did you maneuver around, everyone and get everyone on board? Everyone was synchronized and on point. So group chats, I guess, really helped.
Group chats work. And it's about having, like I said, as long as your heads of department knew what they were doing. And as Frank said, we allowed people to give us their ideas, bring their ideas, because it's a creative show. So anyone that wants to be involved must be interested in the arts or something like that. So everyone had something to contribute. We never once said, okay, this is what we're going to do. It was a general idea. We gave the idea to the media team and everyone was just coming back like, we've got this and that.
Wow.
And then we just took the ideas that we needed and bam.
And run with
Like,
it.
literally, whoever says young people can't listen or don't like to follow the rules, they lied.
No lie.
Like, honestly, like, shout out to all the models. Like they really did work with us.
That's it.
Maybe obviously because maybe it was something that they were really passionate about, so that also gave them the extra motivation to. But literally, they listened well. They took direction very well. I didn't get no complaints from creative directors at all. Everyone was trying to strive together to reach a common goal, and literally, so that's how working with them wasn't easy though.
I can imagine.
Naturally, because of the sheer number of them, but they actually did help us by listening and obviously following direction, also giving their ideas when we asked for it. So it was really good on their part.
Wow.
It was a joy to work with.
It's amazing. Guys, we would like to announce Audrey's presence. Hey, girl. Yes, so today, guys, we're going to be, on one mic today, which is fine. So, yeah, Audrey, thank you for... I had to do my introduction by myself. Do you know how awkward that was? Yeah, I was like talking to myself. But anyway, God saw me through, man. I did it. Right, so our next question is... how did you feel seeing the production unravel before your very eyes? You know, all these sleepless nights, around the clock working, and, you know, was it the 10th? The 10th of September has arrived. Bam, it's the big day. How did you, what was going through your body, your mind when it wasn't there?
Going through, literally. Oh my gosh, I think the night before I didn't sleep. Because I've been in rehearsals every single day. We had weekend rehearsals, we were working during the week, and it was like the room that we were even rehearsing in
was so small.
It was so small. Like,
okay.
God bless our models, you know, being in this room. They tried 50 of us in that room and trying to get them to rehearse and stuff. But it was weird because we did the sets, but they were all separate. So on the day was the time where I actually saw it come together.
Like, to be honest, I was at most of the rehearsals and I didn't expect it to come out so well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was actually surprised how much they rehearsed and how much they put into it. Also, when you're at rehearsals, we're all taking care of different things, so we can't actually sit and watch them rehearse and practice. So seeing it, literally, I felt like a customer when I was in the crowd. So watching it, I was there screaming. I was like, oh, like it was actually very, very impressive. So watching it all come together, there was mixed feelings of excitement, yet fear, yet don't trip, he's standing in the right place. So it was just a bunch of feelings, but at the end of the day, I think it was just a sense of achievement that really came through. Especially like watching everybody through there. Like literally, that small room got very, very hot.
I can imagine.
Very, very
so
hot.
you can tell like they really worked. So
seeing
them on there, nailing their poses, hitting every beat, music, voguing, boom, boom,
that's literally
boom, yeah, just like that. Honestly, auditions are next year, so if you want to audition,
I'll get the details. Don't worry.
But yeah, literally seeing them hit the.
I'm 5'2" though.
That's
it
fine.
doesn't matter.
We take them all.
We're the same height.
There are people 5.
Ah,
no, you're not.
Okay.
We're actually the same height, Audrey.
Anyway, sorry.
Well, we take all shapes, all sizes. You understand? So yeah, 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot. You're all welcome. It's all about if you want to be involved and want to take part and do something different on your weekends.
Wow.
I was gonna say for me, because I've never been to Runway show, and it's my first year. So I see them in auditions and rehearsals in small rooms, not even in the outfits that they're gonna be wearing on stage. So I kind of freaked out. I don't want to mention it. I don't want to be the negative one in it, but I freaked out so much because I've never seen them do it in a big space or even with the outfit. So when it came to the O2 and it was them getting ready, you can just see them getting comfortable. So I think that's the thing that you said previously about it was hard for them being young. I think it's the passion that brought them together, innit? So they would be more focused as well.
Right.
And so that's what's important. Yeah, and that's why I strongly believe in the youth.
Wow.
That's why.
Honestly, they brought it. Obviously, me overseeing them week after week. But during the rehearsals, there were some people were missing bits and stuff like that, and I was thinking, whoa. But you know what? That's how you know that they're real models. When they came out, they absolutely killed it.
Wow.
Absolutely killed
no
it.
stage fright.
Yeah.
Nothing. Literally.
Amazing.
I wish we actually saw it instead of working, you know what I mean?
That's the whole thing, because I've been doing Runway for 3 years now. This is the first time I actually managed to come out sometimes to see bits.
Yeah.
And I was literally taken aback. Yeah, I was impressed.
Wow.
That's very good.
It's awesome.
Next question. Can you tell us a bit about the invited guests? There were some comedians or some Afrobeat artists and the choices behind combining all of this into My Runway.
So the reason for the wide range of artists coming and performing for us is because literally, as our generation, we're very diverse. We have interest in all sorts of things, and we really wanted to make sure, because it was very youth-led production, we wanted to make sure that we hit all bases. So we wanted to speak to the deep thinkers.
Right.
We wanted to appeal to the spiritually aware. We wanted to also entertain those that like the musicality side of things. And we also wanted to showcase talent, hence why we got the composers, showing young people who are talented, making a living from their talents. So in a way, our message behind that is to almost encourage you, if you play an instrument, if you play anything, or if you draw, if you are just a creative that just comes up with a bunch of ideas, don't know where to channel them. Run with your talent. God has given us all talents that we shouldn't waste. And literally, we need to be able to express ourselves in ways where we can't even fathom that we could. So literally, that's why we wanted to really pull people in that have been doing things behind closed doors. You understand? So that they give them a stage to actually perform and showcase their talent. So that's the reason why we decided to not go for the typical someone that can juggle, or something that really is really meaningful to our demographic, who are the youth.
Well, that was really good, Francis. I loved it.
Yeah.
Mate.
Said it all.
You drop the mic, boy. You can just leave now if you want.
Finished, we're done. No,
Well said.
Francis said it all, really. But we used Eddie Caddy because he's actually been our host for years now. And he
Shout out
gets the
Eddie.
vision. Shout out Eddie. He gets the vision. He's one person that understands. So you don't even need to tell him too much. As soon as he's there, he actually gets what to do. We have our own DJ Scap.
Come
Shout
on,
out to
Loso.
Scaps. He's been with Runway from day one.
Right.
So he also gets the vision. He's also a part of our creative team. He doesn't just DJ on stage. He actually sits down and helps put music together with
He's
the
an amazing
sets.
guy. as
He's
well.
there
Amazing guy.
every rehearsal.
Every rehearsal there.
Wow.
He
comes off
mixes
tour.
live. He mixes live. He mixes live.
He'll come off tour with Cadet, straight to rehearsals.
That's it.
You understand?
Wow.
Like, she's putting in the work. So yeah, shout out Scaps for that one.
Proper, yeah.
Wow.
So the hashtag the youth will be televised was the main
Yes.
driving force
Yes.
behind your promotional material and campaign. Do you think it was achieved through?
Well, to be honest, I'll be very upset if it wasn't, because obviously
Yes.
that's my remit. Trying to how to convey our message to social media, to the outside public, how
Evening standard.
evening
Yeah.
standard,
Yes,
how
that's
to
right,
captivate their
Talk about
their
that.
their attention. So the whole thought process behind the youth will be televised, the fact that it's very easy for the youth to hit the news for negativity.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand? So we all know there's common, if you go on any news outlet, 80% of it will be negative things about the youth. You understand? So we wanted to give a platform or show that youth can also be in the news for positive things, shall I say. So obviously not only us being in the Evening Standard, we've had young people who started at part of the UK Parliament. We tried to
Wow.
really bring people in that are doing good things in the youth. So just to show that there is a lane for people that do good. That is not only the ones that may make a mistake from now and again that can get into the news. There's actually people that can actually impact in their community in a good way. So that was the whole thought process behind the slogan, and I felt like it was a good one to use because people always kept on asking why. What does that mean? What are you trying to say? So it gave us a chance to show our passion and to be able to have these kind of conversations. Like, how many times you looked at the paper and saw someone in there for a knife crime, for example?
Right.
How many times you looked at the paper and saw someone that won an award?
Yeah.
Put it way up. Why is that? Why is it that those that do wrong get more light than those that do good? So, I mean, surely we should promote good behavior.
Yeah.
So
That's
that was literally our thought process. How can we promote good behavior? And I felt like the way that we did it through the flash mob, for example, grabbing the attention
That
of
was really good.
grabbing the attention of tourists, people that working professionals, creatives, literally just not being a nuisance for once, but a more of a positive nuisance. You understand? People asking, "Oh my God, I never knew you guys." So it sparked conversation. People put on their social medias for good reasons,
Yeah.
not a bunch of ethnic groups making noise in
streets.
Oxford,
Central London.
in central London. It was more like, oh my God, there's models. They're called young people. By the way, these people are not professionals. They are just young people aspiring to do better,
Exactly.
and now they're being called models. Literally, that's
That's big.
that is the dream. Like, that was actually the thought process. That's the reason why we are doing all
I
this.
don't know what other platform allows young people like this, because Runway, that's what it's about. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
It opens opportunity. Like for me, I'm not a model in it, but I do videos, but it has allowed.
He got the jawline.
Oh, come on. Turn the camera off now. nah, but it has allowed me to reach out to a lot of artists, if you know what I mean.
Who you worked with?
I don't want to embarrass you.
Hey, wait, and he's the man though.
I told you.
Am I going red?
Yeah, you're going red.
Yeah.
You are going red.
Oh, man.
Nah, but real talk, it has allowed everyone to expand in their own field. You know what I mean?
I mean, previous runways, we had a model who started out my runway, now the face of Stone Island.
Stone Island.
Like, we actually,
Wow.
basically, our records don't lie. You understand?
They
We
don't
actually
lie.
do try, and I thank God so much that we are able to give back in that way. People can actually achieve their goals. It's actually possible, and I believe that that lane of, yes, by joining my runway, I could actually go on to better things. I believe that is something that we cherish so much, because it's something that we try not to let people down on. You try not to sell them a dream, because people are constantly selling young people dreams.
That's it.
You understand? So we're happy that we're different in that respect, that we try and say something and deliver something.
Wow.
We said we want to be at Copperbox last year. It was at Copperbox. We said we want to be back at home in O2. And we came back home.
That's
to O2.
amazing.
You understand? So, yeah, so it was amazing. So, yeah.
That's well said. I mean, you mentioned something just now. You said that, you know, winning an award, for example, possibly won't be seen in the news. In my personal opinion, I feel like negativity sells. As horrible as it sounds, gun crime, knife crime, all these crimes, they sell. That's what makes the headlines. But something happened. My runway were in the Evening Standard.
Yes.
Wow, that is
Yes.
amazing. What was that article about? For those of us who didn't, not the Metro, you know,
No.
the Evening Standard.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being in the Metro. I wouldn't say no.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's not the point.
Even
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Not that, you know, we see. Sorry, I mean, I'm
Metro, shout me.
gonna be frank. To see a black face or a you know, what? When I turned
page
that
35.
hello, it was a group of black people just
What
like.
about me? I'm not black.
You're black.
Mm.
But the point I'm trying to make is, usually you turn a page, you see a group of black people in a newspaper, headline is just something really, really sad. But what was this headline, and why am I getting so excited right now? Tell us.
To be honest, yeah, I was even shocked myself. I mean, I didn't hear the news until the day the cameraman came to take photos of all of us. So it was a surprise to us. I believe they reached out to Kojo through his hard work. Kojo's been at it. He said it like a year or 2 years ago that he wants to be in the Evening Standard.
He
He actually said
saying
it.
He said
Wow.
He actually said it.
Yeah.
So they hit him up. They interviewed him about his life, how he started it, where through the battle with depression, debt, whatnot, how how God saved his life, and how God was able to really impact him to try on and move forward in his pursuit of greater things. And that whole article, if you read it, like if whoever still has the article, it's still online, read it. You really see a story of a man that gave it all to God, and God repaid him greatly. You understand? Someone that really felt that he hit the end of the road, and God was like, yeah, there's a way out of here. And he really stays really diligent to that, held on through all the adversities, and really went through it. And now we're just seeing the fruits of his labor. The Evening Standard is just one thing. How smoothly the show went is another thing.
Right.
There's other things in the pipeline that are coming that are just like, yes, like, wow, like, oh my God, like things are actually moving here. So literally read it, and to anybody that is suffering from such things, there is a hope, there is a way, there is people there that will come in and that will bring you closer to your true meaning of why you're here today. You understand? So it's just a story about a man that believed.
A man that had a dream.
Really?
Believe, literally. He
As
said
cliche as it sounds.
He had a dream. He stuck to it. And what I love about Kojo, shout out to Kojo.
Shout out to Kojo Marfo.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the British say it.
Kojo Marfo.
Kojo Marfo. Yes.
Steve Austin.
Is that he, even though we've had setbacks, but thank God for him, like he will literally get back up and fight, and we need people like that. He had a vision, he saw it come to pass, and that's what I was happy on Sunday. I was happy for Kojo because I knew, we all knew, when, especially reading the article, anyone that read the article, if you came to the show, you would have, been taken aback.
And it was the most relaxed I've seen him.
Yeah,
Literally.
This is
Someone else-
the
yeah.
first year he was actually.
Someone else
just
said that to
calm.
me as well. He was very
The
relaxed.
whole
I was
day,
like,
Kojo was dancing.
He's
I've never
normally
seen Kojo
stressed.
dance before. You know,
Yeah.
he was
Oh,
dancing,
really?
legs up.
I
I
in
think
the air and
because he knew that everything was getting
Kojo.
taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew that everything was taken care of, so he was able to just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it.
So that was the main one. So it was
Yeah.
really
That's
good.
what makes the team strong.
Mm. Mm.
Yes,
Why is it like that?
No, but yeah, Even Standards was big. Thank you, Even Standard.
Yeah,
I
100%.
mean, we're very, very grateful. It's the first time a lot of our models have been in the newspaper as well. So,
Amazing.
like, literally,
Yeah.
it was really, really good for them.
That's exciting. That's very
Yeah.
That's a
exciting.
massive
exciting.
achievement.
Yeah, for real.
Massive.
You mentioned about Kojo's story.
Yeah.
And about him having a dream and him going through the depression
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like a lot of times a lot of us have dreams and things that we want to achieve, but because of maybe a mental health problem, whether it's depression or anxiety or whatever it is, we don't go for what we want.
Yeah.
So how do you, as young people who have achieved something so big, what advice would you give to someone who's maybe facing that?
I would say talk to someone. I think especially in the ethnic community, that is sort of seen as it's not really seen.
taboo.
Yeah, it's a taboo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people almost feel like it's not there, like it's non-existent, but it's actually there. It's real, and that's why again, my runway is not just a show. When the models come to rehearsals, we talk to them, we speak to them. My role as a project manager, I was also part of the HR team and welfare. So we were speaking to models. If anyone had a problem, they would come and speak to us. We also brought in people to come and talk to them. So we had Jules come and speak to people. We also had Charlie Biggs from the composers come and speak to the models as well. And we also had a lady that's on EastEnders, Serafina Bay. She's one of the actresses on EastEnders.
Right.
She came and spoke to them as well. And a lot of them pulled them to the side and kind of had a discussion. And it was nice to see that. It's nice to see that. But I think the number one thing is to talk to someone. Don't keep it inside. That's the number one thing. When Kojo was going through what he went through, if he didn't end up going to church that day, God knows where his life will be like now.
Right.
So it's all about finding someone to talk to and not keeping it to yourself.
And also, I would say for anyone that wants to achieve something, but they don't have enough confidence to overcome that physical barrier, that mental barrier, should I say, I would say the truth is, we get rejections come thick and fast.
Yeah.
But you won't know if you can achieve something unless you try.
That's it.
And the problem is that we always feel like the next no. Think of a no. You have to change the way you think of a no. A no, break it down. N-O. Instead of thinking of it as a rejection, think of it as a next opportunity.
Wow.
It's the next opportunity
Hey,
for you
Frank's
to...
got the one-liners today, you know.
That's a gem.
Hey.
Good job.
I need to
Gem.
go for that. Wow.
Ah.
Wow. Next, I'm taking that home.
Retweet that, fam, now.
You know,
Hashtag. What's the hashtag, people?
ask MRW.
One. That's the tongue
Got any
twister.
questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
But
my
yeah.
runway.
But yeah, literally take it as a next opportunity to get to receive a yes.
That's
So
it.
try not to be downhearted, be defeated. Just roll the punches. You understand? Because when you get that yes, it will be the sweetest thing ever. Like when we got the yes from Even Standard, it was crazy. Like group chat was pinging, pop, 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 pop. Like honestly, I mean, we've been rejected by so many people, so many venues, so many brands, so many investments. But yet, when we finally get a yes, it's just like
Everything happens for a reason.
yeah, everything happens for a
Yeah,
reason.
rejection is God's redirection, I believe.
Oh,
So if
oh,
That's another
oh. Finger clap for that one.
My turn, then
Okay.
you pop
All
something.
right.
Hey, what's it? 1-1.
Say it again.
Oh, right.
you next.
What's it? 1-1. Ali, you next, you know.
God, I'm gonna go.
Peer pressure, Ali, don't worry.
Wow.
Carry on, Dorcas.
Oh, no.
What do you mean?
The
You
floor's
can't
yours.
just drop gems and...
Wow.
Nah, but seriously
Wow.
though, anyone that is actually thinking of trying to achieve their goal, shout us. We have a great welfare team. We have a great mentoring team here as well. So people that want to get in touch, that want to speak to someone that, because sometimes speaking to your family is not easy.
Yeah.
Speaking to your friends ain't easy, even though they're the closest one to you. So hit us up, email us, tweet us, however you want to get through to us. You can get through to us. There's someone on the other end. Just hit us up, tell us what your dream is, what your ambition is, how you want, and we'll give you advice on how to achieve it. We're very plugged into numerous industries. We have links in a lot of places that we surprise ourselves that we have links in. So if you do want to get in touch, it doesn't even have to be fashion or singing or anything like that. If you just have a passion that you want to get
dream.
into,
Anything, yeah.
anything, let us know. We probably know someone that knows someone that knows someone.
Yeah.
Understand?
Exactly.
So,
That's why it's
yeah.
good to talk to people. You never know how you can connect with
Come
someone
on.
or who you can connect with.
We were so plugged with everything. things you can't imagine, like from dancing to painting with Kobe Martin.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, his
Kobe Martin.
expedition was crazy.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like that was emotion on the canvas. Like what his messaging, his artwork was really touching. Like you don't really need to ask him what were you trying to do. You can see it.
You can see
You
it.
can see
Wow.
it.
Wow.
You look at it and you can't move because you got to stand there. It's like them pieces where you look at and you just reflect on life, you reflect on everything. You can't look at it
it's
and walk
something else.
away. Yeah, you just got to stand there and look. It takes you, it captures you.
Wow, we're actually winding down now, and you've actually started my next question. So my next question actually is, we want you to use this opportunity to shout out. We've got roughly like 2 minutes though. To shout out anyone that comes to mind that you feel like that deserves that shout out for their efforts, for their work, for their, their time. This is it.
And we can't say Kojo.
Quick. Why not?
He's the main man already.
All right, number one, God at the center of everything. I cannot stress it enough. From the littlest things, as we lost a jacket on that day, and I literally went around the corner and I said, God, please. And the girl just came back for a shot. I found it. I was like,
Wow.
To be honest,
literally, God
like
first.
we prayed for a videographer. Like guys, we prayed for a videographer,
That wouldn't let
and
go
then we
missing.
found him.
Wow.
Like,
He'll
guys,
do a video. He'll edit it. Like he'll be up 3 a.m. He'll send the video out to us.
boom, there.
He's
Like,
on job.
anyway,
Wow.
for bookings, let us know. Ali, he's there.
Can I just shout out to Nobile and Max, our
Max.
creative directors? If it wasn't for you guys, the show wouldn't have been as bad as it was.
I want to shout out all the models for
All
your
the
hard
models.
work. Honestly, for your creativity, you really, really made this show possible. I want to shout out to all the team.
Christabel on Twitter, active on Twitter, 7 a.m. in the morning till late night during the show. Every 5 seconds I see her, Ali, what's your for this caption? No, I'm joking.
Shout out
She's amazing
to
though, yeah, for real.
Yvonne, Zoe, Priscilla,
Come on.
Toyin,
Ola,
Avril,
shout out Ola, shout out Toby on the cameras.
all of the model coordinators. Oh yeah. Ola.
Shout out to all our special guests that came down and spoke to our models. Like literally, shout out the
Jules.
composers.
Composers.
You're all amazing. Who
To
else?
everyone that shouted it out the event. We
Yeah.
had big
Oh,
girls shouting it out.
I got one.
Oh, go on.
Shout out to the youth.
Oh,
The youth.
Wherever you are, we
Wow.
are loud, proud individuals. Own it. If you're not for the youth, there's no future. You understand? So you guys need a big shout out because literally we wouldn't have done it without you guys. So yeah, so shout
If
you
you
guys
have
out.
a dream or business idea, do it.
Mm.
2 words, do it. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for everybody that came
Thank
to the
you.
show, and thank you for everybody that's gonna come to the next one.
it's going to be
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
and better as well, isn't it?
Thank you very much. So yes, we're gonna do this. We're gonna we're gonna play a little game.
Okay.
As we like to do. Actually, we've got a new game. Yeah, we're gonna play a little game. But before that, how can we connect with you, whether personally or through my Runway, for anyone who might want to get in contact?
On Instagram, I'm DD_Gosh. So that's DWE_GARSHH.
Okay.
On Twitter and Insta, it's original Frank _, and on my Snapchat account where I'm very, very active. I love Snapchat, by the way. Is original Frank Cole. So original Frank and then the O at the end.
Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Ali.Rasul. Yeah, if you want any videos, shout me as well. I'm active on everything.
He's active,
He's
yeah.
active,
And
he's
super
follow
active.
at my Runway Group on Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, Snapchat.
All that.
Right. Thank you very, very much.
Before we play the game, obviously, we'd like to thank you so much for coming down
Thank
and
you
so
for your
much.
time.
You
and
guys are
wow.
amazing.
this interview, I'm actually blessed by. So many.
A little bit that cool I am.
What did I take home with me? NO. Next opportunity.
Opportunity.
That's massive.
Hey.
That's
I'm
massive.
taking that with me as well.
Wow.
So, thank
Wow. Thank you. You guys have been such a blessing, and I'm hoping that everyone who has managed to tune in into tonight's interview has been able to take something away with them, and have been encouraged in one way or the other.
Oh, shout out Papyrus. Anyone?
Shout out Papyrus.
Our official charity.
Right.
Please, anyone that is going through something that wants professional help, shout out Papyrus. They will be
Yeah.
there. They are listening. They are trying. They're working very, very hard. Understand? So
I think now that we've made our feature on the Evening Standard and everything, we've got that first message through of the youth will be televised, and now we're just beginning. Now we've got all the attention. We're about to create the madness we're going to create.
Wow.
And now people should like.
Watch
There's
this
more
space.
things coming, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It's gonna get mad soon.
Wow.
Don't tell them too much. Don't tell them too much.
Wow.
Sorry.
Almost gave it away. So as Audrey said, now that my runway is over, we want us to let our hair down a little bit and do something completely random. So we're going to play a really short game. We've got another show after us. So yeah, let's go.
Right, so we've got a happy hour bag.
Ooh.
And I want all of you to pick one question. And you have to answer the question as honestly as possible.
All right, ladies first.
All right, cool.
Pick a question, pass it down.
Oh gosh, I hope I get a good one.
You have to read the question then.
You know my luck.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Miss
Oh, yeah.
D.
Have you ever given a gift you didn't like to someone else? Always. I mean, I don't want to throw it away, but yeah, no, always, man. I will never throw it away if I don't like it. You say thank you, it's lovely, but then there's always someone else that might need it. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. See, just my luck, yeah. Just my luck, yeah. I got what is 643 times 0.1.
Jesus Christ, do you want me to help you there?
No, hold on. My mum will tell me off if I get this wrong, you know. Hold on. So, I was always taught how to work it out,
God.
yeah.
What is it? 6 what?
No, 643.
Yeah.
So 643 times 0.1. You just have to shift the decimal, no? Hold on.
Oh,
Mommy! I told you,
Come
Mommy, I'm
on.
doing this for you, yeah?
come on.
Is it 64.3?
Wait, this is my G, you know.
What? Is this Frank? Hey, you're mad, you know.
Is it not?
Man,
It is.
No, come on.
Oh, you're a genius. You're my counter from today.
It's right. He's
right.
right.
He's right.
He's
Oh, don't
Aye.
come and give me a heart attack.
Hey, you're gonna be my accountant, you know.
Well done.
Wow.
No, Frank, if you got that wrong,
Ah,
my head would be hot. Oi.
Mine is what is the worst present you've ever received? The person's probably listening right now.
What was it?
I think I can't say, innit? That's really rude.
By the way, Ali's accents are the
Oh,
best.
sick.
Oh, cool.
They're the best.
Can I change it?
No.
No, you gotta say
You
it.
have to say it, man.
Say it. Say it.
I don't know. I think it's chocolate.
Chocolate.
That's
why was that
such
the
a
worst
safe
gift?
option.
That was so tactical.
Yeah, very tactical.
That was a tactical answer.
Yeah.
It's probably
Chocolate.
chocolate because it was like what's it called? Actually, no. Let's leave it as chocolate.
Okay.
Was it chocolate something?
Nah, it's just chocolate.
Wow. Wow, guys, thank you so much. You guys have just been a breath of fresh air. Thank you. Yeah, chocolate. Okay, cool. That's fine. That works. Yes, guys, if you've just joined the show, this is Happy Hour with Angel and Audrey, and we hope you're having a lovely evening. We're about to make it that bit better with the last segment of our show, which we like to call
Word.
Yes. Now, this part of the show is where we leave something real, something meaningful, something to carry you through the week. And it could be a word of the week, a testimony, or some words of inspiration.
That is correct. And I feel that today's word should be something that has already been said here. And for me, it was, I think you said, I don't know, it's down my head. You said, rejection is God's direction.
Redirection.
Redirection, right. I feel that is very poignant because from the beginning of my runway, from its establishment to now, you know, there's probably been many rejections. Kojo probably went through many times where he felt like, no, I can't do this. But, you know, through God's direction, he's been able to accomplish, well, not only him, but he's been able to meet the right people. And sometimes God is the one who puts the right people in your path.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like from the establishment to what it is now, God has placed the right people in his path, you know, to help him and to create this amazing team who work together so well and are able to achieve something of this magnitude. So, yes, so I feel that today's word should be, always remember that you might get a no, but there's always another door.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how my runway has been from beginning. You know, there's been lots of times when they might have been like, okay, these are young people. What are they good for? But through open doors, you know, they've managed to get here. So yeah, so that's today's word for me.
Wow,
Anything you want to add?
I think you've said it all, really. I'm just taking no home because no to me is not a no. Hey. It's not a no. It's my next opportunity. That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, Audrey said it all, and you know, I guess the whole interview has been a word of the week for me because it's just been amazing, and I don't want to go on about it too much because I might just start crying or something like that. But yeah, we hope you enjoy that feeling all revitalized inside. No two Tuesdays are the same here on Happy Hour, so please do share the love. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and there are many ways you can do that.
That's right. As usual, you can follow us on Instagram, which is Happy Hour Tuesdays. You can like our Facebook page, which is Happy Hour Tuesdays, and follow us on Snapchat, which is HH Tuesdays. You can follow Angel on Twitter.
She is Angel B.
And you can follow me at Miss Ords for updates and content on what's going on with us and the show and any trips that we might take. We would also like to know what you thought about today's show. Any comments or any questions, please leave them with us by emailing us at info@happyhourtuesday.com. Yes.
Now, we're here on Tuesdays bringing in your favourites, and 1 hour is simply not enough. We apologise, guys, for going over time. It's usually 1 hour, Audrey. It's not enough, and you can follow us on SoundCloud and YouTube for more. So in YouTube, just search in your engine Happy Hour with Angel and Audrey. All our stuff will come up, and on SoundCloud, it's soundcloud.com/Happy Hour with Angel and Audrey. Also, if you'd like to advertise with us or get in the studio for an interview, please get in contact the same way, info@happyhourtuesdays.com.
That's right. And unfortunately, we've come to the end of our show.
We have.
We hope you had an amazing time. We hope you feel inspired. We hope, you find the drive to follow your dreams, because it can be as big as my runway is.
Yes.
And with that, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.